following you.
I got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff.
I gotta go down the hall first, otherwise I will never make it on.
I know, me too. All right, we're back.
Okay, we're on that. Yeah, all right. So we're back from executive session, no action taken. So I don't know what you guys got for commission review and update.
I really didn't have anything. I went to the farmer's market for a little bit and it was too hot, so I didn't stick around. I did want to ask, did we have the city council, the joint meeting information that we're going to talk about?
We're gonna talk about that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I talked to the city manager.
Because we just got that from the school,
Yeah,
what theirs
and I
are.
talked to Tina last week about getting something on
Well, someone had mentioned, that are we coming up with some strategic planning at some point?
Yeah, I'm gonna have the Flint Hills Regional Council applied for the OLDCC grant, which will pay for a comprehensive plan for us. And so I wanted to update that we're gonna do that. So then,
So that $15,000 that we were gonna roll from YMCA to the comprehensive plan, we don't have to pay that?
yeah,
Oh.
they're putting it for the grant, but there had to be a match. There's
Oh,
a
oh.
match. There's a 10% match or 5% match or something like that. So
Okay,
yes,
Sorry, Kathy. Yeah.
but I told Teresa to put OLDCC update. And then I did you guys want to talk about the master agreement with EDC at this meeting?
No,
Okay.
not this time.
Because we were going to talk about it.
Well, I think we need to talk about it first.
That's
Okay.
what I said.
Yeah.
I would think we
Okay.
need to talk about it
All right.
before we.
Well, then what else we're going to put on there?
All I've got is the surveys
Oh, yeah.
and our end of the cleanup with Jeremy presented tonight.
Mhm.
And I talked to Mr. Zimmerman and he was kind of oblivious. And I said, well, you can talk about the cleanup and then anything else you've got going on in the city. So, but I haven't heard back. from him.
He sent a thing to Courtney. His, I don't know, countywide cleanup results, and then September city maintenance focus is what he's got.
September what?
City maintenance focus.
Oh.
Probably what they're
Kinda
going to be
covered.
working on.
Working
Yeah.
on, yeah.
Yeah, probably what they're going to be working
And the
on, which is
school-
good.
Yeah, and the school has city pool hours of operation, Spring Valley sidewalks, and early childhood center construction update.
Right.
The county's got the OLDCC grant update, the surveys, and the cleanup.
I wonder if I would put, I give it to Jeremy and see if he could give me the numbers on chip sealing, just something, to show here's what they're working on and what their plan is going forward.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's not important to the city people.
You don't want him there, you just want him to do a report.
He can just give it to me and
Yeah, I was going to say, don't make him come for
No,
that.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else, Kathy?
So I have a little bit to talk about. I went to the Flint Hills Regional Council Exec Board and she reported that she put in for the OLDCC grant and they should be able to hear pretty soon on that. And then we'll have, a discussion moving forward on how we want to do that and what we want to do. And then I did have a childcare meeting, but I was on Zoom and I was traveling and then I lost contact, but they're still plugging along and looking for some match funding for a grant that they received. So they'll be working on that. I went to the EDC meeting. They're working with the whole region to address lack of energy resources here. And that is really kind of putting a damper on us bringing some of the businesses here. Not all of them require that much energy, but some of them. And then they are concentrating on small business support. And then I attended the ribbon cutting for the Flint Hills Community Center over in Manhattan, and I was very impressed. This community center addresses workforce, healthcare, childcare, and education. And so basically, what they have is 8 incubator childcare rooms, and then they get brand new startup childcare people to come in there, and they receive mentorship and have all the like a fully decked out room, for them to actually just start childcare, and then they expect between 12 and 18 months for those to go and move on to their own, facility, or if they're going to open it up in the house with all of the tools and resources that they learned in that. And there is somebody from Junction there. I went and met her and talked to her, and she's working on trying to get people from Fort Riley to come. So then when she does go to Junction, it won't be, she'll take the same kids with her back to Junction City. So I thought that was really neat. And then Workforce One is in there along with Manhattan Technical College and the Manhattan Free Clinic, and it's all in this one area right by the stadium. It's right by the stadium. It's on. They gave Via Christie gave them some land there, and it's really. I would love to do something like that here. It's actually really.
We're to the north of this.
Yeah.
I noticed they took out some parking.
Yeah.
Worked.
I mean, it's a pretty big building, but yeah, it's pretty neat. I did attend the General's Barbecue on Friday. That was very, very hot. But I did want a shout out to Caroline and Jeff Ingram. They got the Distinguished Trooper Award, and I've worked with them, and they are amazing people. And if there's anybody that deserved that award, it's those two. So I was really happy to see that they got that. I did want to talk about the employee handbook. Have you guys told Crystal if she sent out she wanted us to review? Okay, so please do that, because some of the employees are asking about that, and so
I sent it back pretty much after I looked over it.
I responded to her a long time ago, so.
So yeah,
I
please
like
do
the
that so
format.
she
It
can.
was easy to-
What?
I said, I liked the format.
Yeah,
I thought it was-
yeah. No, I thought it was too. So please get that, because employees have asked about that, and so she wants
Asked
to
about
do
it in what sense?
because they
They
don't have a
like it?
copy of it,
Oh.
and they
okay.
were like a copy of
Okay.
the official. And then we also need to put it online. So
You guys liked it.
yeah. I thought it was good. I didn't see anything. I did want to talk about Kansas Dialogue was held this weekend, and our CVB hosted it. Miranda rocked and rolled it. I got numerous compliments on her. 71 people from out of town came here for the weekend and got to tour and listen to stories about the community, and everything I heard that it went really well. So.
And I think Rob Wilson gave a tour.
Yep, on Fort Riley.
Riley.
Yeah. So no, I Miranda did a great job. All right, that's all I have.
Okay. I went to the employee task force on Wednesday. They got, they've already turned $1,750 over of donations that would have went to our for Big Rose to systems. Apparently the October 4th. They talked about how successful the potluck was, and everybody wants to do it again in the future. So that was good. Training days on track. I mean, really on track. So nothing else to do there. Defensive driving used to run out of emergency management to find out whether you were up to date or out of date or whatever. Now you go check with HR and find out whether you need it or not, and it's a 3-year deal. But anyway, September 3rd and 4th there'll be a live training here. I can't remember. One of them is in the morning, one's in the afternoon. on different days. But it can be done online. Crystal told me this afternoon that so far she's got 50-50, 50% online, 50% in person. Stuff the bus, everybody was tickled they exceeded last year's. And probably a good thing about next year's, from what they're hearing, is they ain't got to worry about the getting a certain bag for the students. They're going to go clear bags,
Mm-hmm.
and so they can buy clear bags in bulk, and so that should help.
Well, they don't have the clear bags, they won't use them until they're in middle school. I mean, the school district's not going with clear bag policies.
This was just
Them
preliminary. There was a chance that they would go. To
I thought they were gonna just enforce it kind of middle school up, so if they're.
I don't know. That's what they said. Had a military affairs council meeting. They're gonna ask the county for any ideas going for, back for AUSA. So that'll be coming up soon. Ideas from us. What do we want? To be discussed. I think there's, what do you say? 10 from our community.
Now, who was that from, Rob?
So, and, 10. And then there's 20 going between Junction City and Manhattan to the ABC. DSIP has already been submitted, and they're expecting some sort of news in October. And then veterans banners, they're trying to exceed 61 this year. And there's a 10-day lead time to get them made. It's $150 for the first year, $30 after that.
How much after that? 30?
30.
So we have 3 of them.
Oh, wow. As far as Fort Riley events, Apple Days, they moved it so it didn't interfere with Oktoberfest. So it'll be October 18th. And then the discussion was, do we have a veterans parade, knowing full well that Manhattan has one?
I did talk to
Veterans
Rob
Day.
about that. Did you guys decide that you were going to, right?
Everybody was pretty much a yes.
Yeah, and I talked to Rob because I was concerned because, Manhattan doesn't do anything on 4th of July because we do.
I know, we talked about that.
But they said it was going to be on different days. Like their celebration would be on the 11th and ours would be on Saturday. And I would be okay with that because I do think we have a lot of veterans in our community and we should honor them.
Well, and so Dr. Eggleston said that he would try and get the Junction City band to play, participate. It was like, so it fell on the 8th, November 8th, so it's a Saturday. Knowing full well that the military, what's it called? The deal at the Opera House, Military Alliance or something like that. Because that is always on Veterans Day.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to stretch Fort Riley too thin on.
Yeah, that's what was my worry is, them trying to be in both of those.
But he asked everybody's opinion. Everybody was like, yeah, as long as we don't compete with Manhattan. And he'd already talked to Manhattan and assured him we wouldn't compete with them. So, and then probably, the Army drill team, big Army drill team will be on post prior to the K-State Army game in September. And so I think that Fort Riley's picking up the tab to host them. And then the last thing would be that Lady and Old Troopers are having an event on the 21st of September. And Old Troopers holiday, festivities are December 8th.
The
What day
lady,
was the veterans,
The parade,
Yeah.
the November 8th.
lady troopers we're unaware of, we have not decided what exactly we're doing that day, but it's that day.
It's an event.
It's an event. We just don't know what we're doing.
What? For what?
The lady troopers.
Oh.
I'm a lady trooper.
Okay.
I'm on the board.
Well, Peggy Elson didn't tell me that. And then the only other thing was John's barbecue, and it was hot.
It was so hot. It was so hot. And then, I wore a dress, and I knew most people wear casual stuff. I was just, and then the general was in shorts.
I called him because he had reached out to me to see, and I told Betsy this, but he had reached out to me to see whether I could get Coach Snyder to speak to his command staff.
Yeah.
And so I tried. Finally, the other day, last Wednesday, Coach Snyder called me in the afternoon, and he said, yeah, I'd be happy to do that. So I called General Roan and told him, and he goes, oh, God, that's great. Thank you. And so anyway, I was talking to the chief of staff, and so they hadn't talked as of Friday night, but they were going to. So I shared their contacts back and forth. And,
Nice.
but I asked him when we were talking, I said, all right, it's going to be hot. What are we?
Did you ask him if he could wear shorts?
Yeah. I said, can I wear?
Yeah,
nice,
Keith was in shorts.
I said, can I wear nice dress shorts? And he goes, by all means. He said, it's going to be hot. I said, okay. He said, I'm going to wear jeans and a polo. And I got there and he was in shorts.
Yeah, he had
and a
shorts.
polo.
Mm-hmm.
But did you try out the restrooms in
No,
that trailer?
no,
back
I
behind
didn't. No,
Oh my
I didn't have to go. I sweated everything out.
Why?
Somebody,
What was wrong with the bathroom?
oh, it was perfect. It was beautiful. It was like a 20-foot long trailer.
Oh.
And on one end, it was a handicap accessible ramp to get up in there. Then there was the women's, and then there was the men's, and it was air conditioned.
I was gonna say, was it AC? So everybody was hanging out in the bathroom.
And it,
That's
yeah,
what have
they
at
were.
K-State games on the other club.
Huh?
That's what they have at the K-State games, air conditioned trailers back there.
Yeah, it was so hot.
But anyway.
I was like,
I rode on the little horse carriage ride. Rode with Sean Chauncey and
Ricardo.
Mike Bird, right?
Yeah, I saw
And
it.
their
I saw it.
wives. And as we pulled up, we're sitting there chatting away, and unbeknownst to us, the chaplain was saying grace. It's
Mhm.
like, ooh.
Oh.
But the stage, they've never had a stage like that.
Yeah, they had the band playing. They were kind of loud, but it
They
was
were
nice. They do a good job.
But anyway, it was.
And the
nice
food
event.
was
It
good.
just hot.
I was ready to go home, take a shower.
I
was so
think
hot.
everybody was. I think that's why General Roan made that comment. It was
Mhm.
like, you guys can stay here, but Michelle and I are probably going in and going to bed.
Well, it hasn't been cooling off at night.
I know.
No.
I mean, ugh.
It was awful even when you walked out this morning.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
It was
when
so
it's
heavy and sticky.
heavy. Ugh.
Okay, Minutes.
Minutes.
we need to get going.
Yeah, it's past my bedtime.
Oh, Trish.
Or at least time to put my pajamas on.
I
You
know.
used to work night shifts.
Like, yeah, a long time ago.
Keith. Oh, and Kathy noticed this too, at the employee task force meeting, I said that Tremont would be there, and it wasn't Tremont, it was Asher.
Hmm.
So I changed that.
Let's see if you gotta go.
Oh, no, fine.
You got a ways to go.
And Trish wanted me to change a little wording here when she was talking about, the appraiser's office, and I have that they had 100% compliance 5 out of 8 years, the other 3 years it has been 98%. She said to change that to the high 90s. And I said they're doing what the state tells them to do, and she says, tell what the state requires them to do. which does sound better, so.
Yeah.
Whatever. And, that was it.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, so I'll get the joint thing out. Do I send that, like, to everybody that I send your agenda to?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
And it's, make sure you send it to Tina and, well, the city gets that, doesn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, Kim gets it. I don't know, I can send it to Tina.
Yeah, make
because-
sure Tina, because then she'll make sure the people who
Yeah,
need it
I
to.
have her email now. So then I wanted to talk about next week's agenda, which has a whole bunch of stuff on it.
We gotta meet again?
On the 25th?
Yeah.
Yeah, darn it. You want, I could cancel it.
Okay, I can't hold it in. I have to go to the bathroom.
I got Crystal, Tammy, Sheriff, Raquel. Trent is coming to talk about the transition from .org to .gov in the health department and the department head meeting.
I was gonna ask, about the health department, validating what's going on with the two internet.
Yeah, because I had asked him about coming tonight or if he wanted to try another day. And he said, he could come on the 25th, so.
So what time you got the department head, because you didn't say anything about public comment?
A public comment at noon and the department head meeting after that.
Okay.
Unless Miss Betsy or somebody comes up with something.
Don't come up with that,
Well, when do you guys want to do the resolution?
or,
The noise ordinance? Do you want to
Noise,
put that
yeah.
on? That's the only thing I think that I might have, but we don't have to do it the 25th. We can do it the week after or something. I just didn't want to pass a resolution without it being on the agenda.
right. Oh. If there's no rush,
Well, if she can get it done, I don't know if she.
It's done.
Oh, it's done. I do have time after Trent talks.
Oh.
So I've got an open spot, so if you want.
okay,
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll get it for you for the packet.
Yeah, okay. Where did Trish go? Bathroom?
she went to the bathroom.
She said, I think she said we could finish whatever, didn't she, when she was walking, they figured it out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and adjourn.
Yeah, we're adjourned.
The phones must be asleep or
I
something.
don't know how to do that, do you?
I think it's just
I
like
do not.
that
You can unplug it.
Oh, no, we don't do that.
button. And
Oh, my.